Hi, what's up, everyone? This is Zarina with Zarina's Guides, and I'm also known as Bleurain in the game of Upland, which we're primarily talking about making assets for in the free program Blender, which a lot of people use because it's free for 3D modeling. And if you're into that, then stay tuned. I'm also going to be checking into the game Upland every now and then because why not play a little Upland while we engage in making assets for Upland? And if you're curious, hi, thanks for coming. If you're curious about anything, feel free to ask in the comments what to do. So first off, I'm going to be sharing my whole screen because there's the Blender part and also going to the Upland, sorry, I'll plug in, the Upland websites because people need to know how to get those specifications. So we'll be visiting those sites. I'm also going to be logging into Discord because on Discord there's the UGC channel, which people ask and answer questions within there. Actually, people directly from Upland. So hi, greetings. So if you are curious about where to get your information from, that'll help too. So that's at least that's my goal. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to really quickly have to respond to a text message. So just give me a quick sec while I respond and get us logged in, and also set up with some AI, some AI background music, because otherwise it'll be a little bit, I don't know, my voice alone isn't probably that great. I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna go through AI songs and shuffle those. Actually, no. All right. So okay, music. One sec. Okay. Let's do this. That's probably a little bit loud for me. All right, there. So structure ornaments. Let's present. I'm gonna share my whole screen, and we're gonna go to. Well, actually, I don't want to go on this. I'm gonna go on new tab, and I had the Upland playground or their site. I think marked here. So let me make sure you guys can see. Yeah, I think you can see that. And I'm going to jump in on my YouTube on my phone real quick and make sure. One sec. I'm going to make sure that I'm not missing any comments that way. So bear with me again. Okay. I'm here trying to turn it down. Let's see, how do I? Oops, just lost my own vid. Okay, sorry I'm taking so long. Okay, I'll watch that way. Let's see. All right, I do see you guys see that screen. I'm going to go ahead and look over here on the side right here. Can you guys see that side? Yeah, I think you can see. So over here to the left, it says structure ornaments. And this is where you can get the specifications for what's required. So it tells you it has to be a GLTF file. It's got to be less than, or pretty much no more than 10 megabytes, small as possible, it says. The triangles, 25,000 max, should be as small as possible. It's really hard to work down your triangle count to get to the smallest one. And I'm just going to ahead and I think show you right away the smallest one, because if you see 25,000, then LOD2 is 1,250. So I don't know what percentage that went down, but it's significant. So if you make your model 25,000 triangles and then you have to work it down to only 1,250, that's some work. So that's why I feel like you should probably, I try to keep mine as small as possible, as they say. So we'll see where that gets. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad this. Yeah. So feel free to ask any questions as I go along. So yeah. So, but that's my biggest thing is like, people should know it's hard to work your model back, like down from a lot of triangles, especially a lot of detail, and then get it to this point. It saves you a lot of trouble if you make sure you like maybe go, if you're not really good at, like, you're not good in Blender, you haven't really figured out a lot of things, maybe try to stay in the realm of 5,000 triangles, because then it's a lot more less work for you to get it down. 10,000 triangles, not bad. But getting above that, I say it does start getting a little bit tricky. So let's go ahead and look at the rest. Oh, sorry, I was in the wrong one. LOD2. Wait, it's even smaller. Oh, wait, I was in the wrong one. It's less. It's 2,500. So I feel like that's the easier math. Someone out there probably already knows that percentage. But yeah, so 25,000 max down to 2,500 max. And then also take a look at these textures. So each texture is a different size. So when you're saving your images, it says you can do it in a 1024 by 1024 or 2048 by 2048. I go for the 2048 because I like it better. It looks like more detail. And you can do this. I do this in Photoshop. So, and in Blender, actually, I lied. I used to do it in Photoshop, and then Manu Mayoto, I forget the number, 21 maybe is the username, showed me, I think you can do it actually right in Blender. So we'll take a look at that too. And then, yeah, it tells you no emissions are allowed. Over here, this stuff about transform Y up, well, I'll show you guys that too if we get to submit today. And I hope we do, because I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. So I feel like I want to make something to do with coffee, because I've been wanting to make a coffee pot shop like ornament. And there were some rules around it. So let's go ahead and also, like, I feel like over here, let's go down. Fundamentals. We want to go down to, there it is. So down here in templates, you have to decide which one you want to make your structure ornament for. And so now, I think they said they were going to add those new, well, there's micro house there. 2-story loft, South Lake Tahoe Ranch, apartment ones. So these are the ones, like, not everything's available to make a structure ornament for, but these are the ones that are there. Only difference in mine is texturing, all LOD under 2.5. Yeah, see, that's smart. You just keep it that way. It'll be really fast and easy for you to make your submissions. So I might try to go simple today just for the purpose of getting something submitted. And thanks for joining, James. All right, so I think I'm going to make my model for an apartment, because I actually haven't made any for an apartment yet. Like I've only done, I think mine are for the small townhouse. But now, because of the Spark Wars, I think a lot of people are going to be building apartments. And so there might be some, and then with the whole structure ornament contest and those, decorations and all that stuff, I think there's going to be some desire for apartment structure ornaments. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. All right. So they give you these files. And so today, because I normally, I'm all over the place with my files. In fact, I think one of the tutorials where someone was guiding me, they were upset with my folders being so crazy. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and on my, I'm going to go to my desktop and just make a new folder. And I'm going to put one in front of it. Oops, shoot, where'd it go? Of course, I can't even undo that. Let me see. I don't know where that folder went. That's not the folder. Okay, let's do this one. Rename. Upland. And I'm going to put Blender in front of it. Blender Upland. All right, so this is going to be my folder for all my stuff that we do today. So I'll just save those files into that folder so I'll know where things are. Because otherwise it can get really, I get really like messy with my folders. I'm like, where did I save that? So all of these, I'm going to download them and then I'm going to move them into that folder. And all the files I think you do need. So, except maybe you don't need the wireframe one, but I'm going to download it anyways. And what I like to do, and this is like my trick, I see a comment, I'm going to come to you. I like to go to my own, here's my channel. I like to do this. I like to go to my own channel. So I'm going to view my channel. And I like to go to my lives and find that video with Manu Mayoto, who teaching me how to submit my structure ornament, which I think is right here. Yeah. So yeah, so this is a good video if you haven't watched it, because she shows me, she goes through pretty much everything, and it was really helpful for me. So the questions that I end up having, I just go back to this video and have it there and look for, oh, how did I do that? And what did I need to do? So yeah, so thanks again, Manu Mayoto 21, for showing me that. All right, so yeah. In the comments there, loves coffee. Yes, recast. Yes. Oh, yeah. If you're out there on X or and Instagram watching this, please check out the Real Note LA Theater. They're over there streaming live in the metaverse. All right. So yeah. So I have this open just in case I need it. Back on over, downloaded those files. So we're gonna get to Blender in just a second. Well, first I'm gonna move those files and a file new finder window. And I want to take these files and drag them over there. And there's one more right there. Okay. So now we've got these files there ready to go. So Blender is here. I'm going to open it on up. I generated this photo earlier. Anyways, I'm going to close that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just open up a new general file. And if you never use Blender, the norm that I've seen in almost 100% of the videos is to delete everything and start from afresh. So I press A and then X and delete it all. Then I get myself positioned here, and I'm going to go ahead and basically import. So import their structure from that desktop. I know where it is because I made this file. So great. So now there it is. So we're going with the NFT first. And then I'm going to up here turn on this to see it like with the colors. So there's that. We got that. And I guess if I wanted that wireframe one, I could have opened that one instead. Let me see what happens if I, actually, I'm going to try this. I don't really think I want the wireframe, but here, let me do that. just undo and see real quick what it's like to use the wireframe one. Okay, so you might want this one because then you have the box and you can see where you can't go in and out of. So I guess I'll keep it and use this one instead. And I'm going to think, so you can't cover up. And I'm trying, we didn't look at those rules, but there's a rule, like you can't cover up the windows and you can't cover up the chimney stuff. So I think my best way to deal with that is to kind of make like stilts and just have it go above here where it's like from here, I make it look like, hey, like maybe I paint like a stairway. So this texture on the floor down here, I could make it like look like that opens up and people can come up from it. Or maybe I just actually build a little elevator shaft. So anyways, bottom line is you're not allowed to cover that stuff up. So let me take a look real quick and see if I can find where it says that. Did I somehow lose that site? There's Upland. I think there's some rules someplace. I need to find those rules so we can talk about it. I'm going to go back up here real quick to structure ornaments and see if down here, I see over here specifications. Do not leave unused areas. Do not leave unused areas on your UV map. That's your UV map though. Where's the, okay, so no animation objects, but there's some other major rules. And I don't know why I can't see them here, but it might be in the fundamentals. Oh, here's IPFS, and people always ask about these. There's like, this is their thingy-majig over here, but hang on. Where are those rules? Here's rules about water, but people don't really even follow those. So I don't know what that's about. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it. But I know there's rules about this stuff. Oh wait, here, operational rules. Okay, so there's structure ornaments. Let's go to those. I kept missing it. All right, so it does tell you, please carefully review the Gitbook design guidelines for general and structure ornament guidelines that can be found here. But I think that's just circling us back to where we just came from. But maybe yeah, like this doesn't really have much. So back to here. Tells you to test your model. So it gives you the Upland, ugc.upland.me link so that you can submit. The base files. Oh, you missed it? Yeah, those were the base files. Did you see where they were? They were over here at, so here's how, let me find out how you get there without me. Because I got there from a saved bookmark. It's their Git book. But where they get that from, I don't know. Oh, hang on, I just went to the wrong place. I don't know if this is in Discord or, yeah, so like, let's look. Let's go over here to the Upland site. So what is it? Just upland.me. I don't know how people find it otherwise. Let's see. Over here, developers. I don't know if it's really that. I think there's definitely a way that you can find it. Oh, but here, this takes you here. So then in here is just, no, not the same thing. This is different. So yeah, I don't know how you would get that information. I wonder if it is in Discord. So quickly, sorry, let me go over here to UGC. They have some pinned things. So is this where it is? Maybe. That's the model check one, but where's the Git book? Oh, here's one. Yeah. So if you're in the Upland Discord, it's not very intuitive to get here. So just Google your heart out. Google your heart out. So that's how you can get to it. If you basically, I guess the easiest way is to go through Discord, go to their UGC channel and go to the pinned, and then find the Get Book link. And then, yeah, and then you're here. And then you can find those rules we're just looking at, which we're just going to go through, because this gives you the height limitations and things like that that are really important. It does tell you like they reserve all their rights and all that good stuff. You have to own the image that you guys use, and no copyright infringement, or no use of things that would infringe on third-party rights. The structural ornament dimensions, you got the 55 meters. This is the whole thing with the building included. So your structure ornament itself cannot be above the building 55 meters. It's the building all the way up from the ground, 55 meters being the top. That's the height. You can't go above. So that guideline, the boundary is helpful to keep you guys in there. Up to the max, you got this little bit of base. It tells you. So again, just use the boundaries. And it is telling you width and length limitations are set to ensure the structural ornament is not too big, impacting other elements in the game that are placed close to the base structure. In red, ornaments must display the windows, entrances, garage, chimneys, and any other roof elements of the original structure. Ornament cannot have transparent elements. Ornament should not replace any part of the base structure. So there you have that part, like where you have to display those elements. So I think you can texture over them, like, but as long as they are displayed, I think. Don't hold me to that. But I think that's what I've seen, especially with like Christmas decorations. They've been pretty much covering those things. So micro house where the gable roof is modified, replaced by the ornament, that would not be allowed. Apartment where the original windows in the model are not visible. So as long as you can see them. So I think they can be textured, but you just have to see them. So yeah, please do not place ornament elements on ground. Oh, as of 10/17, please do not place any ornament elements on the ground. Ornaments can be on the roof. Because I did see people putting things like on the doorsteps, it looked like. So it seems like that's not allowed. Not touching the ground. So the ornament can connect the two structures from the roof to another roof, but not touching the ground. So don't put things on the ground. The ornaments must be proportional and realistic to the base structure. The model must be a real item that exists in real life and must have realistic measurements. Can't challenge the rules of physics, so no floating objects. Can we just repost them in shared Google Drive somehow? Oh, I mean, maybe in whatchamacallit, I mean, because it's their Google, they have a Google Drive. That's what it is. Someone could probably just post the link to that drive someplace in Discord, I guess. Yeah, so so yeah, there's that. So there's all these rules. The model cannot have similar variations with different sizes for the same base structure. Cannot be an exact copy of another asset model that exists in Upland. No branding or iconography. Can't use Miles or Upland. No IP or copyrighted. No defamatory, obscene, pornographic, violent content, drugs, or criminal references. Nothing about Upland's financial assets like UPIX. Nothing about gambling or financial. So like money is not allowed, looks like. The model must adhere to Upland's quality standards. No gaps, tears, pixelated or blurry areas when zoomed in, and no transparent or photorealistic elements. The photorealistic elements part, people get like you can't put a photo of yourself basically on a model. It's photorealistic. So I thought that was a shame. But yeah, couldn't do the ocean. Okay, so let's go ahead and get jumping in. And since we got these rules, now we got the model in here. We got this. So I know I have to keep this, you know, this whole thing has to basically stay visible. So my first thing that I want to do is actually take this detail. I want the primary, I think. I'm going to go into edit and show you. So basically I'm just going to click, and not that. I'm going to turn this off for a second and just get the building. Oh, I want to get the building. Oh, that's the secondary part, that little roof part. So I suppose, what I wanted to do, and so what I might do is do this. I'm gonna try to, I guess maybe just select everything. I think I might just select everything, even though that's kind of weird, and do a Shift D. And actually, hang on. Let me undo that. I'm gonna go into edit mode and do that. So Shift D. Did it work? Oh, it did. Hang on. Okay. All right. So now we've got their models, and then basically my copy of their model, which I'm going to turn off theirs for a sec. So all the ones that don't have a number 1 next to it, I know are theirs. And I'm going to take mine and press Command J and made it all one. And I'm going to call it texture base. All right, so now I've got this like model that looks like their model kind of basically, or I can create my material because I'm kind of experimenting a little bit with myself. Oh, no gambling, can't make a slot machine. And I think that's the thing. Like, you're not supposed to make a slot machine. Yeah, no. At least not for Vegas. You can make something that says not a slot machine. Maybe it's, I don't know. No, you can't do it. That's what they say, at least. So you can try to submit it and see what happens. But you might get that rule. It's violated. Okay, so here's what I was going to try to do. I need to remember my UV editing skills. And shading tab, actually. I need to remember this. Because what I want to do, so for their material, I'm going to get rid of all their materials and do a new one for myself. And for this new material, I'm going to need a few things. So I know I need I'm pressing Shift A and adding in an image texture. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 2 image textures, but I'm going to start with 1. And then I'm going to want to join that here. And then I also need to make a new file. So actually what I might do instead, hang on. I'm going to go right to the texture paint and do a new slot here, a new material for base color. Changing this to that 2048 talked about earlier. And I'm going to make the base color actually blue, like Bleurain. And then press OK. All right. So now we've got this base color. You guys see that? I'm going to check in real quick on Instagram and make sure nobody's trying to talk to me. Maybe. I can't see myself. It's harder to see myself on Instagram than it is to see myself on YouTube, but if you're commenting on the live, I'm trying to find out. All right, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out how to get to myself. Oh wait, there I am. But where's my live? So weird. Post. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it is on there. So I have to go on here real quick and just check in on the Instagram people. I don't see any comments. So, oh, I don't see anyone even watching there. So we should be good. All right, let's go back to, where were you guys at? We're going to go back over here to Blender. Okay, so now I'm thinking I've got that texture. I'm going to check in on the shading tab now because this is where I know there's something that I was like, this is where I have to do something. This is fine for now. So I think this is fine for now, but oh, I know what it is. I mean, I guess I could do all of my stuff here in texture paint and just have that one painted image to make it easier. But I think no, I think once I have other materials, that's where it's going to be like I need to have a join. So I might just do it now. So we're going to do, what do I need? I need a mix shader. And I think this one goes there. This one will go there. Maybe. Something's not right. Oh, wait. That's not right there. Okay. And I'm going to click on the one I'm using, which is this one right here, which I'm going to probably rename Texture Paint. All right. So I guess we can deal with that for now. Let's see here. It's hard to see. I'm wondering if when I go to layout and to edit, and I want to have this look. Oh, I know one thing I need to do. So I see this here, but I actually need to make sure I save this. Save as. I'm going to do a new folder in here too, I think. All right, so I think now if I wanted to, and I wonder if this would work. Oh no, it filled the whole thing. I was hoping it would fill just that part, but it didn't. So let me try this instead. That's too much. It's too hard to do it this way. It's a lot easier, I think. Like, this is fine if I wanted to do something kind of silly. What is happening there? Something's happening there. Oh, you know what? I didn't unwrap any of this either. Hang on, we can't do this. This might be a bad idea to use texture paint. I'm going to get out of here and use the other way. It's kind of like maybe I'll leave this and undo that. I'm going to leave the texture paint for now, but it's easier for me to do other details on a model. Anyways, let's get building. We'll worry about texturing later because I wanted to use texture paint to see if it would be easier to do all these little elements, but I don't think it's going to be easier that way for me. I think it'll be easier to use like regular editing and then come back later and add some other other artistic elements with texture paint later. So for now, let's just build something. So here's what I'm thinking. I want to go ahead and add a cube and just get some stilts made. Have you checked triangles along the way? Oh, thanks for asking. So originally, and you do have to count their triangles. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just delete this base and just go ahead and go with theirs real quick, because the texture paint thing might not work out. Now it'll be easier if you guys are just doing, I guess, their model like this. So we'll just use this. So basically turn off the boundary because that's not going to count. You're not going to turn that in, but everything else does count. So you go over here to this, it looks like two little rings joined together or two little circles. Press that triangle to drop it down and then press statistics. And when you do that, it's over here under triangles. So right now we're working with 6,000 already, 6,647. So almost 7,000 triangles to start with. And so we have a max of 25,000. And then, yeah, you want to consider getting it all back down. Although the models themselves, as you go down, the LODs do change. Like this one won't be 6,000 and the LOD 0. It'll be less. So that also is something. Okay, so basically, here's the model. I don't like that. It seems like it's facing the wrong way to me. Let me see. Hang on. Oh, no, there. Okay. So, okay. There's that. I'm going to add a cube. And I just press GZ to bring it up here. And GX and just bringing it right there. And that's because whatever I make is going to have to go above this. I'm trying to make some type of like a platform. And so here I'm going to press Z so I can see just the top. And then I'm going to take that and press G and Y to put it right kind of at the corner of the structure there. So I wanted to actually probably, I'm going to scale this down now and put it right there. And then I'm going to bring it over just a bit on the x-axis so that it looks like that. And then I'm going to try, I suck at using the mirror thing, the mirror modifier, but I'm going to try to use it. I don't know why it's so hard for me. By the way, this cube right here that I'm making, later on I'm going to delete the face that's under the bottom because that's triangles we don't need. We're not going to see them. So we don't need to have them. But right now I'm just leaving it just to get lined up. So I want to try to go to edit. Oh, wait. Also, because I just scaled that cube down, I want to press, I believe it's, for me, Command A. Yeah, I'm on a Mac. And I'm going to apply the scale. You can also just apply all transforms. But if you don't, when you edit things, they can get wonky, I suppose. That's what I've been told in YouTube videos. So anyway, so let's go ahead and edit this cube. Edit. And I'm going to go to modifiers with just this wrench over here. Add a modifier. Type in mirror there. And I'm thinking, see, I never see them right. I know they're, oh, there they are. Yes. Oh, it worked. Okay. So that is where I want them at the corners. Like, but this one's not where I want it. I want this more over there. So I don't know. And I think I want to have clipping on. So again, not the biggest mirror or modifier person or mirror modifier user because it never goes where I want it. Like I don't know really a lot about how to get that more away from each other. So I'm going to see if it's this. Oops. Let me see. Hang on. I don't know what that's doing. I'm going to keep that back at the 0.01 that I was at. I think it was at 0.1. Let me go back. I don't know what is up. Hang on, I'm gonna undo. Does that change it? Maybe not. Anyways, I don't know. Oh wait, maybe this. Offset, maybe that's something. I don't know. I don't know. I know there's a way to make that move, but maybe if I grab it, let's see. I don't know. But when I make it its own thing, if I apply the modifier, then I can edit and I can move that over. So I'll just worry about that later. So now I have this kind of thing going on. And I want to basically take this face and bring it up so that it's just there. So I can start building, you know, like a plane to go right here. So one thing I might do is just I might go ahead and apply the modifier right now, actually. So let me go back into object mode. Oh, I should probably save. So we'll call this coffee pot court. Oh, I forgot it's supposed to be like little small letters or something in your file. So just don't capitalize anything. Okay. All right, so to apply the modifier, dropping that down and pressing apply. And going back into edit mode. Now I can take this one and this one and move them up. Okay. And then what I'm thinking is I'm going to just take one of these faces and Shift D, P. Oops, that did not work. There. All right. Now I have this little face. I'm going to call it deck. I'm going to call this stilts so I know what they are. And for the deck, I'm going to go into edit mode and scale it up. Okay. And it looks weird from this way, so let me fix that. Okay, so it's hanging over just a little that way. I think that's sufficient. All right, so now I do want this to be thicker. So I'm just going to go ahead and extrude it about that way. All right, so now I have this little deck above the building. And I'm thinking I made a coffee pot in a different file that I think I'm going to go grab and bring it in here and then set it on here and see how it looks. But I also wanted this to have some texture to it that we're going to have to work on later. But save this for now, and let me go get my coffee pot and see what it looks like in here. So let's try. I think don't see it in there, so I have to just go to open. Let's go look for it. I would think it'd be in this file, but apparently not. So let me do a search for it. Not finding it that way. Hang on. I know I have a coffee pot house thing. I'm gonna have to go to my hard drive and do it this way. Documents, Blender files, and I would think it'd be in here because I could have sworn that, nope. And I don't think I would have put my coffee pot one in there. Oh, I need to find it because I don't want to have to do that coffee pot over. Let me do a search. I think coffee cart? No, I don't think these are them because coffee cart, what? Coffee rod? I don't know what these are. No, that's not it. Not it. Let's try again. Although I still never got that in. It's still like rejected or whatever. It's so annoying. So not that. I can't believe this. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to build a coffee pot. So, or worry about that later. And so instead, let's just go back. Open recent. All right, so, okay. I guess I could show how I would model a coffee pot, but that's going to be so annoying and a lot of time. I don't know. I don't know what I should do now. I really wanted a coffee pot though. Okay, so I think I am going to do a coffee pot and I'll show you how I do that. Blender has AI now. Have you tested it? No, I haven't. No, haven't tested it. So I don't even know how to access it in here. So I guess that would be something to maybe make my life easier, but I don't know. So I'm going to grab a coffee pot image. And grab one that looks like, yes, that's the kind of, I think actually this is right there. I think this is the kind of coffee pot I'm envisioning, although this one's more to the direction I wanted to point. This one might work. So let me see if I can copy that image or even save it. Coffee pot image. And I want to save it to my, where's my Blender? You would think my Blender document would be there. Images. All right, so now I got that image as a reference. Now we can go back here and import. So go to object mode. And I think what I'm going to do is actually bring this down, kind of like that, so that I'm modeling it like my eye image. Let's see. Import images as planes. I think I just wanted image as an image, but whatever. I'm pressing RX90, GZ, GZ. All right, so there it is. It's kind of small, so and now I do want that boundary. Okay, so now I'm going to, I think this coffee pot, I want it to be, you know, pretty huge on top of those buildings, like boom, coffee here, Get your coffee at the coffee pot house. All right, GX. I'm just trying to see where I want that coffee pot to be. So I think that's the look. So now I'm going to basically try to model out a coffee pot with this image. And the way I'm going to do it is actually start with a circle, which may or may not be the proper way, but it's, to me, it's, I mean, maybe I could do with a modified cube that's subdivided and do that whole thing, but I think, I don't know, I think this is going to be with a circle, but I also want to, have that image come down so the base is there. So yeah. Okay, and I'm going to add now a circle and bring it way up until I see it there. And in 1 second. Okay. All right, so now I have this circle there. And what I'm going to do is bring it over on the edge. Oops. I got to edit my circle. Command A to apply the scale. I'm also just going to all transform. Okay, I'm going to go into edit mode over here. You can press tab to go into edit mode, but I'm just a person who just likes to use my cursor, I guess. So sometimes GX, I'm trying to center this with this right there and scale it to kind of fit there. Just hang on. So I think a little more scaled, just about there. So now we got our circle. I'm going to go into line mode, and I'm basically going to extrude Z and then scale. So you see that, and it kind of makes that shape. And I'm going to do it again. Is that a hand grenade? It's a coffee. It's a coffee pot. E, Z, extrude just a little. Scale it out and get that curve. I'm going to do that again. Easy. Scale it out. Easy. Scale it out. Easy. Scale it out. Easy. Scale it out. It's looking like maybe it's a little off, but it's not anything serious. So I'm going to do that again. Easy. Scale. Ooh. I don't think I like that one. I'm going to do a different one. I almost want to move this one over because it looks like I can see. I don't like that. But anyways, oops. Not what I meant to do. Ooh. Hang on, that did not look good either. Okay. I think I scaled down or I extruded too far before and I didn't like it. So I'm just going to do a little bit at a time here on this one. And scaling that out. Easy. Scaling it out. Oops, a little bit more, a little bit less. Oh, a little bit more, a little bit less. Easy. No hand grenades are allowed, I don't think, actually. So even if I wanted to do a hand grenade, I don't think that would be a permissible thing with their rules. So it's a little off on one side, and I don't know if I really want to, like, what I could do is, it seems like I could put on wireframe, for example, and I think I don't know if I want to, like, maybe GX and grab that out a little bit. I'm not sure. And then over here, I feel like also, like, just a little bit. Okay, and then I can go back to my line and just keep going. So let me go back to the other side, but I was doing it this way. Easy. And that actually looks like it just goes already the way it should. Easy. 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 This is so tedious. Sorry if you're bored watching, but this is the process. So here we are, getting his coffee pot modeled. And I love coffee. In fact, I need to take a drink of mine right now. So pause. It's still hot. Easy. All right. Almost to the end of this thing here. Like, we're getting there. Easy. I really need to save too, because I'd hate to lose my work. I almost feel like this is sufficient. Okay, because I don't want to close that up and have an unnecessary face at the bottom again. But I probably actually will fill it, because it's going to be coffee. Well, one of these lines interior will be filled with coffee probably. So all right, so we have that going. Yay. Okay, so now I got to do the handle still. And for this one, I don't even know. I don't know the best way for me to go about it. It doesn't even look like it's on there the right way in the picture, like, because of this part. Like, if I go like this, maybe it's the way the image is taken. But yeah, so I think, how do I approach this one? So each time I've done the handle, I haven't been super satisfied with it. I think what I will do is start with a cube on this one and come from this way, modeling it and kind of shaping it. Although maybe a slanted circle rotated that way and then brought down might be the way to go for that part. So what I'm going to do is take this line right here, Shift D, P, and go back into object mode and get this one right here and edit that. So I'm going to bring it up right there. I'm going to rotate it and kind of try to put it where this opening is. Looks like I have to probably scale it just a little bit. And maybe rotate it just a little bit more. Okay, so now we kind of have that slope. So great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, so yes, I'm going to go ahead and I think extrude this part down. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so there's that little element. And then maybe I wonder if I can, nope, merge. Nope, that wasn't what I want. I really just want one. I don't want those edges in there, but is it, if I do like this? Nope, I still have those. All right, I don't know. I don't know how to tackle this problem. Let's see. Because what I don't think I want to extrude everything, but I don't know. Let's find out. Let's just go ahead and get this line again. And I might have to extrude and then rotate it somewhat a different way. So I'm just going to bring it down, E. And then it's almost like I'm a little bit able to do it myself, I think. Okay. Now I'm going to rotate. Ooh, no. Ooh, hang on, no. E, I'm going to bring it down, rotate it. Ooh, that does not look right. No, didn't work out that way. So it's like part of this. Maybe I just want to go ahead and work with the front and bring the front down. Let's see. I think I have to not be lazy and actually have to click individual and shift. Coffee shop in the real, no, yes. That's what we need. Come to the cafe and have your coffee at the coffee shop. And then we can get that, the metaverse guy to sell his beans, his real coffee shop beans. If he's doing that, or High Park Ninjas can come on over to the real node and open up to sell some coffee to our residents. All right, so I think that's the part I want to bring down now. We'll see how this looks. I'm going to drag it or grab it actually and see what that looks like. Nope. If I do individuals like that, it's going to be weird. So there's got to be a way. I might have to skew some stuff. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to be cheap about it. I'm going to just cheat and say, okay, I'm going to E, grab this, scale it, and then I'm going to rotate it just a little. Rotate Z, no. Rotate Y. I think that's what I want. A rotate of a Y. G, C, bring it up just a little. So even though it might be looking weird, I think actually, hang on. Let's give it a color. I'm going to go ahead and give it a material. This is going to be coffee. I'm just going to call it black coffee pot. What, pores? What is that? Pour? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Handle? I'll just call it the handle since it's going to be the whole thing. All right. So we've got our object mode. Okay, save. So I think I wanted to turn off the image. All right, so actually that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I think I can work with this. So it might be easier for me to work with it without that image, but I think I understand what I have to do from here. So let me go to edit mode again. And I think just on my own, I understand now more with that, but I'm gonna give it this look, E, C, And actually, right here, over here, I'm going to get the faces. And E. Oh, wait, you know what I need to do? I need to do like individual faces or something. Let's go to the end of extrude. No, that's not what we want. Hang on. Escape. Let me go back to here. That's not what we want. I don't know why. I don't know how I hang on. There's one where it's like extrude individual faces and I'm missing it. Okay, the base file of the medium townhouse is 2,414 triangles, but the max triangle count for LOD2 is 2,500. But this leaves 86 triangles. Okay, so yes, let me address this. Okay, hang on. Let me show you something. So hang on, let me get off this extrude tool because that's not what I want to do. So we're going to change that. Let me just save really fast. And we're going to go ahead and go save as. And you said that was, hang on, I got to go back to my comments. What was that comment? Sorry, I lost your comment on my phone. I'm trying to find it again. Okay, LOD2. So we'll save this as LOD2. Now for LOD2, I'm going to get rid of the detail, other secondary, all these files from their stuff. I'm going to keep the boundary guideline. And that's still there. So now it's just my stuff. And I'm going to import, go to object mode, import. So like you said medium townhouse, but I think I'm gonna go check on that real quick and make sure. But for mine, let's see the GLTF file. LOD2 for me, an apartment building. It has 3,000. Well, it comes in with, it looks like of it by itself 14,032, and my restrictions. So it's 1,432 by itself. Let's go back to those rules. And it's telling me it has to be a max of 2,500. So 2,500, and it's already 7 or 1,400, whatever. So it looks like you should have more than 86 because, yeah, I have, that would be, they're giving me at least 1,068 to work with. So for yours, are you sure on that math? Let me just check real quick. So you got your, you said structure ornament for a medium townhouse. So the medium townhouse template, let me go there. Townhouse, which one's medium? I see small, and townhouse. Which one are you using? Oh, okay. All right. I was like, I think that should be okay. Yeah, that happens. And I was in the wrong one earlier. So, okay. So, all right. So that's covered. Let's go back to I'm going to go back to my NFT version. Although it is good to see right now, I would only, so hang on, no guidelines, none of that. No image. I would be at 3,200 already, and I would be above my account. Obviously, I can only have 2,500, and I haven't even got my full model made yet. So that's, or, you know, I can have to think about that. Like I'm already my model is not done and I'm in LOD2 and I'm going to have to shrink that down already. It's, at least 700 triangles without the full model, too much. So definitely do think about those things, but let me go ahead and go back to my original one. I'll save this here for now, but let me go back to the NFT one. So we're still getting this out, but I do want to be thinking about my triangles. I'm going to be probably having to get this down as it is, but I wanted to maybe to scale this. Well, that looks like it's working. That actually worked. So came back and didn't have to extrude. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my line. Sorry, let me grab my doggy. Okay. So anyone else out there in the comments have questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm going right here. And now I'm going to extrude again. And it actually looks like that was a fine way to do it. I'm going to try to rotate. Wrong way. I think it's Y. Yeah. And see, I'm trying to just adjust that level. And that looked like that worked. E, Z. I'm going to scale that in. R, Y. Just rotate a little bit more. E, Z. Bring that down. And I think that's good with me. So now what I might do, so I'm going to try to work from this way over and do this handle part. Let me save. In object mode. I mean, yeah, that works for me. It's there. And from afar, it's not like, people are going to be staring at it that close up. Okay, so I've got this coffee pot here, almost constructed. Let's keep going. And I almost wonder if it'd be better for me just to make a cube now and model it out down this way. I think it might be better for me to do it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to add a cube. It might, I don't think that's necessarily the best way. Let me go to that coffee pot handle. Where is it? We call this coffee pot handle. Well, pour. What's that? Okay. I'm going to get this part over here. Basically, like I want this. I think I'll take this face, Shift D, P, selection, and now I'm going to go into object mode and take that piece and model it out. So, all right. So I think when I was over here, I really want to GX? No. GY? Yeah, I want to line it up more center. Oops, I lost it. Okay, there. All right, so now go into edit mode and I'm going to X. That didn't work. A. E. There, it worked. So right here, I think it's about right. And then I want to scale it, I believe, but not the whole thing. I think I just want to scale this on the Z. Yeah, I think like that. And then bring that down. And I might have to work with this part over here. Like, what I might do is take this face underneath here and then scale it just a little bit. And then I want to, I think if I go E, so I might make that come up some. I don't really want this face in here, so I'm going to get rid of it and just get the bevel now, or the line of it to work with. And I'm going to rotate it like that. And then extrude it out again, kind of like that. And then I may just fill in this gap up there by, I also want to get rid of this line here. So I'm going to X and dissolve that edge. And I think, so right in here, there's a face, which is a triangle I don't want. I'm going to get rid of it. But I first want to bring it up and then kind of use that. Oh, I can't see it still. Hang on. Maybe I shouldn't bring it up because I can't see that face where it is. And let me see. Why is it so, where am I? What the? I don't know what's happening. Wait, okay. So is that face right there? It's like I can't get that face in there even if I'm in here. Maybe up here. I know there's a face in there I don't want. Oh wait, maybe that's the face. Okay, maybe I got it. Let's see. All right, so in here, I don't know what that is. Let me see if I delete that, if I can somehow fill this in to be, I don't know. I don't know. Hang on. Let's see. I tried to press fill, like F, and see if it would go away. Let's see. I don't know what's happening in there. There's definitely going to be some stuff that has to get fixed because I might try to join this to the other model. So I'm just going to leave that for now because that's getting kind of frustrating to think about what's happening there. I think I turned on something I didn't want to see. Hang on. I don't know what I just did. No idea if I clicked something. Anyways, back to this object mode. I gotta see what's happening without that image. So there's probably gonna be some overlap here and I'm gonna like take care of that. So what I wanna do now actually is merge this one and this one together. So I'm pressing Command J. So they're one object that I can edit together. So I'm going to now go on in here and that way I can kind of bridge some of these things and get rid of faces that are like making things look weird. Like right here and right here, I want to get this, I want these to be joined. So what I might do to get rid of a face, I don't know, actually, I don't actually know. I might mess it up. So I might just go ahead and just take this line here, take that line there, take this line here, and just make sure that I got rid of my, that's what happened. My little widget thingy. Where is it? I want to see it. My gizmo. I turned it off. There. Okay. I need that. I use it a lot. All right. So let me highlight these lines again. And I'm going to do two things. So first, I want to G and X and bring that in, just so. But then I also don't want this bottom to be down here where it is. So GZ and try to bring that up right there. And I still got to fix what's going on in here with this handle over here. So I'm not even sure if I dissolve that edge, what happens. If it looks like it dissolved all right. Can I dissolve this one? Okay. Can I get rid of this line in there? Can I delete it? It looks like I could. Can I delete that one? Oh, no, can't. All right, so there's one edge, but that's maybe not as bad. And over here, I wonder if I can dissolve the edge. Maybe get rid of this edge. I may see in object mode. It doesn't look like you can see through it, really. I mean, there's a little bit of something here. Oops. So maybe right here, looks like I was able to dissolve that one. Well, I'm not going to fret. I think that's good enough. So now I'm going to get back to the image itself and getting the handle done. Oh, now I can see what's happening because I couldn't see that it's got a hole because that picture was there, but now I do see it. So I got to fix that. So one thing I might do to fix it is, let's see. Nope. I was trying to see if there was a way to see. Okay, so right here, if I go E, Z, that's not what I want. You know what? I think this is a time for vertices. So let's go ahead and instead, where are they? I'm trying to lean all in. Like, where's this vertice? There's got to be vertices on this thing, but I cannot see them. So I might have to go into that wireframe for it and get rid of the image for the second so I can see. So because I want to see where the vertices are that I can connect and just press fill, but I don't see them. So what I might do, is just take this one I do see and grab it and move it up. I'm like, does that take care of the hole? Where is this one? Is that on the other side? I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what I did. that's got to be figured out. It's going to annoy me, but I'm just going to give up for now and move on. So we'll just work with that little hole for now and just get moving because, yeah, too much time on a handle. And this is why people charge so much to model stuff for others. It's like a time-consuming, often tedious process. So I'm just going to make my handle kind of like this one, but I'm not gonna stress too much on this handle. This handle is like a little weird, like this. It's a little strange looking, like all these different shapes to it, the way it changes. So at this point, I'm not sure if I should. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to extrude here and then take this part actually down here, these two together as that, to extrude, kind of scale. I know I don't have that whole thing right there, but I'm not too worried about it. Oops. So I'm just extruding and scaling right now, and then grabbing and moving it over. How much I scale is just eyeballing. I'm not even all too concerned. Just like a little smaller each time sounds about right. And there you go. Got your handle. I think we're okay. Okay, so let me go to object mode. Oh my goodness. Not even done, but we got a coffee pot. All right. Would you guys agree that we have a coffee pot? I don't know. Looks to me like we do. So one thing I'm going to do with this coffee pot, though, is join it to the other base. And we got to do some texturing. So right now I've got a whole pot that looks black, but we can't have that. So and this is where we can get into some texturing. So yeah, but I also want to do other things. I probably want to do something with, well, we want to texture this thing for sure. When it's all said and done, your whole ornament has to be one whole thing anyways. So you can't have all these different parts. Like right now I have this, everything will have to be joined together. So yeah. All right, we got that looking good. So you can't also have floating objects, but I might put some cups around, make it look great. Might throw a sticker or a label on here, but let's go ahead and just kind of get a little bit of material going for the top part of the coffee pot, because the bottom part can be black. Let me do box select. And I think probably about here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Gotta turn on this so I can go through. All right, and we're gonna go to material, new. And for now, I'm gonna make it kind of a bluish outdoor, I guess, color. Like maybe the sky's blue, you see through it. And there's like that kind of a sign. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Well, excuse me. This is what we got so far. I think the bottom part has to be probably less black and more brown. So I'm going to change that next. I don't see any comments. Hi, people watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube or Instagram, hello out there. Just checking in. Excuse me. I'm having a coughing fit. Okay, back over to Blender. I'm gonna pause. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I had to grab a snack. It's been a bit. I'm back. If you're out there watching, if you're not, it's fine. If you're watching this later, thanks for watching. Forgive me. While I munch and work. Okay, so coffee pot. I want to get this new material, kind of a brown color, a dark brown, probably about there. And see how we're looking. Hey, I don't know if that's dark enough difference. I mean, my eyes still see, it almost looks very black, which coffee does. I mean, like black coffee, that's what it's called. So I guess I'll keep it that way. Okay. All right, so we got the coffee pot. We're at 8,795 triangles. Maybe not, because yeah, 10 less than this, because the guide box is 10. All right, now I need something more. What else do you want? Oh, I need to fix this. I need to make this. I have to make this coffee pot inside have coffee. So we're gonna take this line right here. And feel. Now I think, oh, you know what I see right here? I gotta fix this. What is this? I thought I filled it. It looked like I filled it, but then why do I have this? Oh, I see now. Look, we gotta fix this right here. We gotta get this part to join to this part. Or this part to at least extend over it. So let's fix that. I'm going to take it. Hi there. I'm going to take it and scale just like that a little bit. Actually, this is one of those moments where it's like only one part should scale and the other part maybe doesn't need to as much. See right there? So let's go G, X, and then bring it over. And then it looks like one part has to come down. Not the whole thing. So this might be one of those things where I have to just do a little bit of finagling. It's going to do that there. And then I'm going to do this again. Oops, maybe not. Hang on. Let me change my mind about that. All right, so what I want, I'm just going to go ahead and select the ones I want. I think maybe like that, and I'm going to scale. Oops, nope, don't like that. I'm bringing it over like that, which I think worked, except for right here and right here. Maybe I didn't with this. Nope, I don't like that. Not doing that. Okay, so that's not what I want to do. So instead, let's do this. I'm gonna undo. And I'm gonna undo a lot, actually. Okay. All right, so instead, I think what I'm going to do is scale out just like that. And then maybe rotate just a little. Change my mind. I'm gonna try something else. So instead, I'm going to try to get this line. It's probably what I should have done all along. get this line and get this line together and just like fill. Did that work? No, it didn't. Hang on. Why didn't it? Maybe if I join? Hang on. No. Merge. There's gotta be a way. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I know there's a way to join these. No. Hmm. I don't like any of this. I'm still trying to figure out what to do about this. So I think my best bet actually might be to make this one smaller. I fixed it. Much better. A lot less work trying to do that. Now in here, I'm gonna have to get rid of this. So what I might do is put a looplet right in there. And oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess with this loop cut. So oops. Oh my goodness, that's not gonna work either. Okay, so now I am going to use the vertices. Let me get rid of that loop cut. Didn't need it. I'm gonna take these vertices on this part and move them over because I think that's easier than trying to mess with that handle. So I'm just going to S, maybe not S, maybe just G, just move them just out of the way. I have no idea what's happening. Hang on. Hang on. Hi there. Tedious. Yes, this is definitely tedious. Because I don't want this to be a face. But I wonder if it is a face. Like maybe I can get rid of this as it is and then it won't be seen. Maybe. Nope. Because look, that goes all the way over there. So I definitely... I'm going to try this. Let me try this. G and just move it. But it's mirroring it. Why is it mirroring it like that? Do I have on some kind of weird thing? I don't know. But moving things one vertex at a time is definitely not my fun. Definitely not fun. But it does look like just getting it out of the way this way might be my better bet than trying to do anything else. So I'm just going to move these vertices over. Oops, I'm not by any means a Blender pro, so there's definitely someone out there who knows a better way, I'm sure. You can put it in the comments like, you should have done this. And next time I'll know how to avoid this kind of crazy, painstaking vertex editing. And I'm sure I could have gone on YouTube and found out like what I should have done. But I'm just trying to, we've already been at this for a while, like it's been hours. So people who hung in there or come back and watch more, thank you for that. Okay, so I do see an issue here because the black part got moved down right there. I don't want that. So I'm trying to fix this a little bit. Right here and here I see something. What I really want is, I guess, let me go ahead and grab that, bring it in. And I think over here actually. So So I gotta see about that, like maybe in here now for this black one, or the black part of it. And here, just extruding it. Oh, see, there's a thing. There's a way. I need to extrude edges. But I want to extrude a certain way. And I know it's like a thing, but hang on. I'll just do that. All right. Gave us some more triangles, but at least now when you look into the coffee pot, you see the coffee, and I can make some texture paint to put in some actual like water, like stir, you know, a color there. In fact, what I might do is go ahead and just get this part right there as a face. And subdivide it. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't subdivide. Let me undo that. Yeah, I might just do some texture painting in there. So anyways, for the most part, oh, I still feel like this. Why does it seem like everything I did is no longer done? What did I do? So I'm like, I literally, okay, I'm like, something must have been undone for a second. I don't know, like maybe not? What the heck? Because I still see holes. I still see holes in there, and I don't know what I did. So we fix this again. Hang on. One more time here. S, bring it in just a little bit. That fix that part, and take this line S, bring it out. Oh, I see. That's what I did. I brought it out, and I needed to keep it that way. I did that myself. Now I know what I need to do. So let me go back over here and E. Oh, that looks weird, I think, doesn't it? Oh, that's weird. That was not the way to do it. Okay, so instead, what should I do? I have another idea, but I know right now it's, hang on, escape. I know I need to do something here, but I'm going to try this. This is so cheating, but let's just do this. I'm going to fill? No, not that. Oh, I found it. I have to hold, for some reason, I have to hold shift to get the extrude individual. Oh, wait, hang on. I want extrude along individual normals. I think. Hang on. Okay, there. Did it. That was very annoying. So to get that to come up, I've been trying to right click and that wasn't working. So to get this to, for me, I had to hold on shift to get that. So that's kind of annoying, just in case you're running into that issue and you're on a Mac. All right, finally, let's see. Are we looking good? I think we're finally got a decent looking coffee pot. Woohoo! All right. Now that this coffee pot is modeled out, we can discuss signage. And this platform is rather boring. I'm going to I don't want this boundary box showing for a sec. Okay, so right now I'm going to work on this platform. Maybe it can look a little bit more vibrant. In fact, you know, maybe you can even have something else super about it. But in the structure itself, we're already at together. Actually, everything right here, 8,000 triangles. But people tend to like their, maybe I can put like coffee beans around. So, all right. So here's what I was trying to do earlier, which is I think is something you need to do because you can't use their stuff. Like I can't change the texture of their stuff to my knowledge. But I wonder. I think you can't. So I think what I do, okay, so I'm going to basically for this, and that's like the building, and it looks like the parts around the building, like the walls and stuff. If I want to texture that, I'm going to press Shift-D, P. I guess it's already its own thing. So this primary one, I'm going to put building texture. And then I don't see any flickering. Let me see what happens if I do my building texture. New. Is this mine? Hang on. Hang on, let me close. Oh, there. Oh, look. Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so theirs is still showing. Mine isn't. Even though it's above theirs, right? So this is how you know you have to do something extra. So if I size scale it out, that doesn't work. I need to do something. And I can't remember how to do that. Because the thing is, it's easy if you can use their stuff, but mine's not showing. And if I scale it out, it makes it too big, so that's not what I want. I need to move it. Like, so let me try doing that. Let me try going to my building texture and going into edit mode and seeing if I can just bring out the wall texture. I don't know what's up with, oh, that's what's up. So like if I am on this and I need it to show and mine wasn't showing previously, and I do like that, hang on, G, oops, GY, and just bring it out ever so slightly. Then it shows, right? And now I feel like I have to do that, but there must be a different way. I feel like there has to be like an offset or something where I could just offset everything without having to do this for my texture to like show. But what position is this? So it looks like it was the Y I think I moved. 64125. And let me type in 64125. And actually, let me copy this Y number and see what happens if I do that for all of these. trying to move all of this part out without having to do it individually. And I'm pressing L to get linked parts so that I can select all these little pieces. So now I'm going to try and paste that. And that did work. But there is flickering, so it probably needs to be moved more. But I can go ahead and get the rest of these. I think what I want to do is do like some coffee beans. Maybe not though, we'll see. Okay, so, all right. So at least this side of the building, I've moved it out enough to where the texture could be right there. But I would have to do this for everything. And so let me go into object mode. You can see this part is still, it's not out enough. And I'm going to have to definitely move that because they'll reject your file if it's, look, I just noticed down here we have these. We have that mirror object. It mirrored them down there too, and I don't want that. I need to get rid of those. Good thing I did that. It would have been like rejected based on model stuff way below that I didn't even know was there. Okay, got rid of those. Okay. So back to this. So, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the primary part. Well, I guess I'll just work with this part first. Let's go ahead and take care of, what did I do wrong? There. Let's move these more. So I'm going to go ahead and, I have to get them all again so I can move them on the y-axis. Oops. Did I get the windows this time? I don't want those windows. Oh, dang. Shoot. Yeah, perfect. Yes, Bean's wallpaper texture would look nice. Thank you for that. Looks like I will attempt to practice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And then when you're just selling for UpX, it makes you question if it's really worth it to do all this and spend all this time. So I prefer to sell my models for USD for this reason. It's pretty time consuming and laborious. So selling for UpX might work for some people, but it's not really my jam. But that's why I offer people the ability to cash in their USD purchases over at my Etsy store. So I think I'm going to try with a 3. And see if I mean, it looks like it's not flickering anymore. Okay, I'm going to save that. All right, cool. Oh, I see flickers. So annoying. It's like, I wonder how far off I can't flicker, like where they start, because right there, you see that flickering? So I think I need to move it a little bit more. But good thing it's still highlighted. Let me go with a 4. And then see, the problem is you have to make sure that, see at that point, it's now where, you know, you can see away from the windows. Like you can, it's pulling away, it's too far over. And even at 2, it's 6.3 where it was flickering, which is weird because it's not touching it. So it's like, why is it flickering? A pre-approved model for sale. There's pre-approved models for sale from, no, there's no pre-approved models. There's models that are already made by some people, but they're not pre-approved by Upland yet. And because to get approved, you have to submit it for your own factory. So no one can submit it for their own factory and then sell it to you because it's already been submitted to Upland. So that wouldn't work out. But they can build it for you and say they'll fix it if it gets rejected. But I've had some issues actually recently with my carts not being fixed. So I wouldn't suggest using people actually that. It's kind of hard sometimes because like if Upland rejects your model and they have to keep fixing it, some people don't keep fixing it for you. So your model may never be submitted or get approved because of the constant rejections, and then people get tired of Upland's rejections and don't fix your model to the point of submission being accepted. So be careful. All right. Still thinking about that flickering that I saw, but also if I just right there move it ever so slightly, it shouldn't be touching. So that's not touching their building. So the flickering, I'm going to say that's on them. I'll bet you it flickers regardless. Like if I don't have this, is it flickering? Well, you can't see because it's white. That's definitely really flickery. So I'm probably going to change it. Dang, it's not highlighted anymore. How long does it take? A while. Weeks. More than 6 weeks usually. Sometimes less. It depends on how they're busy they are, but I find it takes a while. All right, so yeah, so we got to deal with that flickering for sure. And I almost wonder, oh, what do I have back here? I guess I did something. Oh, that's the rest of the building because it's all got to be adjusted. So let's do that. So I almost wonder if it's not even worth it for me to bother so much with their building and trying to repaint it and all that good stuff, because honestly, it's too much work right now. So I'm going to undo all that and just work on the top part. And then I might instead dangle something down this middle part that kind of extends down like a little bit of a banner. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So like right here, I might go E, oops, back to this stingy extrude region. And let's see. So I wonder if I go like that. It's like I haven't covered up their structure stuff. It's still there. And it's visible, but I'm not on all sides. I'm not sure if that would be a problem. I feel like it shouldn't be because it's like you can still see. they're in there. I don't know. But just in case, say that wasn't permissible. Take this piece. And so your pieces have to be connected, like they can't be floating or whatever. So whatever I put on the roof has to somehow connect still. Oh, hang on. I didn't delete the whole thing here or what? Delete the whole thing, faces. Why is it leaving that edge behind? Oh my goodness, once again, it's flickering. I'm not sure what's up with the flickering from some points of perspective, but that's, I don't know. It's not even touching their building. So why it's flickering, I don't know. Let me check my faces. Up. All right, so big thing you want to check is your faces. If they're not facing the right way, it can be a problem. So normals flip. Okay, so flipping my normals. But I am going to have to deal with this red inside there maybe. But I don't think so because it's not really... I don't know. I don't think I should. But I do have this issue here again that I have to work on. So... Okay, fix the handle. Knew that hole was going to come back and bite me. Okay, I see something over here. Okay. Oh, got a face right here that needs to be fixed. Is this missing? Oh, I must have deleted a face and didn't realize it. There. Okay. There's that. And then over here. All right. I'm going to turn off this face orientation stuff. Okay, perfect. And I think my phone just died, so I can't watch my comments on that phone one. Give me a second. I'm thinking. Silly flickering, I don't know. I kind of like the pink. Okay. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to save right now and talk about UV editing because I'm enjoying this all together. This is one object. And when you submit your ornament, if this was all I wanted to submit, it would have to be one material and one object. So you have to unwrap it in UV editing. And that does not look good. So you probably want to go to Smart UV Project. And you get like this kind of unwrapping, which is good. But you want a new texture. Call it NFT. And now you've got your UV map, which you want to save. NFT UV is what I'm going to put for now. And then if I wanted to export this, hang on. In the end, so wait, what do I need to do? Oh, you have to bake. So I will go over here to bake cycles. Make sure you have transparent background checked. In your baking settings, you have to create an image to bake for each material. And when you're baking, you don't have to, you're not baking their stuff, you're just baking your object. So get your object, the new image, Shift A, image texture. You would open your UV map and copy that and paste it into all your other textures. Okay, make sure it's selected, and then you're pretty much ready to bake. So from there, you could just hit bake. Oh wait, one more thing you want to do. Change all these down. It's like the max samples. I changed to 10, so it doesn't take me a long time to render. Okay, bake. Okay, so over here, there's my baked image. Now, I'm going to save this as, because I'm not really done, baked test, so you guys see. And then in here, in my materials, I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of all of them. Get a new one. Shift A. Image, texture. Open up my baked one. Oh, I could have swore I saved that. Hang on. I didn't. Look over here. You have to save this. So hang on. Why does that look funny? Save your image. For now, I'm putting baked here just so that I can remember that this is the test one. And then when I'm back over here in my materials in the shading tab, I'm going to open up baked, plug it in. Does not look good. This bake is not right. So if you're looking at it like, look, it doesn't look right. The lighting's all weird. So something's up with my UV map. Down here, it looks like it's going to be good. So this is one of those issues. It's like, why doesn't it look right? Is it because my lighting's not there? That could be part of it. We don't have any actual lighting. But yeah, this doesn't look like it's very dark. It's a very dark thing. The pink doesn't look pink. It doesn't look like this. So why is that? And I'm not sure if it's because over here when I came in here, oh, texture paint, UV editing. Oh, I'm not even sure if I saved the right one. Hang on. Let's change this. I'm not sure if it'll actually really change it though. It's still dark in here though, pretty much, but let's try it still. Let's still see if that was it. Hang on, I put a little one next to this. All right, because yeah, the other ones does not look right for sure. Let's see if that looks any different. Nope, it's still pretty dark. So yeah, so not what we want, but anyways, pretend that's what you really wanted to export. You'd be like export. Oh wait, you'd have to change this to say NFT, by the way. And then we have to get rid of, this has to say NFT too, I think. Okay, so then it'd be like, hey, let's go to File, Export, GLTF. You have to change this to say Embedded. Remember export settings. I'm just gonna go into the images and actually start. Say exports. Okay, so this is where you make sure that Y up is there. You have to have no skinning. You don't want that, but you do want compression. Turn off animation. Include selected objects. Material. JPEG. Oh wait, hang on. Export JPEG. I believe that's it. Mesh, UVs, apply modifiers. I think that's that. Okay, I think that's that. So GLTF embedded, boom, export. All right, so now we can go over to the playground. And how do we get there from here? I think it was here, right? Structure, ornaments. Do they have the submission? How to submit? Okay, playground. You have to type in a street name to get someplace. Okay, so now if I pick this property, I want to edit. And I'm going to model type structure ornament, apartment building, NFT. All right, hang on. Oh, it's got some issues. Look. Oops. So let's find out. What's the summary say? It says the height's off, which is interesting. The position's wrong. Interesting. Ornament must be present. Oh yeah, I didn't call it ornament. File name must include NFT. So the position, material roughness must be 1. Oh, I didn't do that. But the position's weird because, you know, it's not, I don't know what that's about. 83 must max is 55. It must be including that boundary somehow. So so this has to be called ornament. Ornament. There was an issue with the positioning. I'm going to get rid of all that stuff. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Oh, this is the part. I think I'm supposed to keep that all there, actually. So the part with the positioning, we're definitely not out of the boundary of the, are we? Hang on. I see myself completely within the bounds. But let's just go ahead and scale it down a little bit. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know about that boundary box or like why it's saying it's taller than it needs to be. Or oh wait, I see something. Remember, I found it. So that's what it was. Down here, there's a piece. I saw it. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so that should get rid of our problem with the position, hopefully. All right, let's try this again. Let's go to export. I'm gonna save it. I might have to unwrap again now though, because of that weird piece. So I'm gonna save this image as UV2. Go back into the shading tab. Gonna get rid of that. Disconnect that. Open up that. And oh shoot. I just realized working in the baked file, there's nothing else to bake it because those materials aren't there anymore. That won't work. So I have to actually go back to the not baked file to do these changes. Don't save, because that's not what we want to do. So this is the file where we have to fix this part. Down here, get this thing. Oops. I marked knife by accident. I just want to get that deleted. Great. Change this. Oh, these aren't linked. Oh, I was only doing that in the baked one. Okay, well, you guys will have to see later. I got to take off. It's been a bit. It's been a couple hours. I can't stay on any longer. We'll have to come back to this and see how to finish up submitting the models here for structure ornaments. But thanks for joining in and tuning in for all this time. If you did, I will see you guys later in my next life. next live. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. See you.